Alright, what's up guys? Back at it again. It's Opex, Mind of Opex. Let's dive into it. Cue, no intro. Okay, let's dive into it. So, I want to talk about the modern day and how it affects us in our vibration and frequency. But more importantly, more specifically, I want to talk about love and how it has been removed from society, removed from entertainment, removed from everything, right? So what led me to this, or at least wanting to talk about this today, was, so I woke up today, I started listening to some classic rock. Some reason I just started thinking about how they removed love from music. So if you look at classic rock from the 70s, 80s, even 90s is technically classic rock now, you can see that a lot of those songs were love songs. And they were very, very passionate. They were very lovey-dovey, bringing love into the world. And not just like from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but like even before then. It was a very, very, very hot topic, was love. They wanted love in the world. You saw it in reggae, you saw it in all types of music, not just classical rock, where especially the man is making a love song. And it was very, very prominent, and I really like that vibration. I really like that frequency, bringing love into the world. Do yourself a favor, listen to any song from like prior to the 90s. They're essentially all love songs. Now, what has changed to take love out of the equation? It didn't matter what race you were essentially all love songs, from Brazil to Italy to wherever, right? Like, society was brought up on the foundation of love and essentially unity. There was a hippie movement in the 60s, which essentially helped that love and vibration, which is a really good vibration. It brought unity, it brought us together, despite what the media wanted to do, which was divide us. And the media has always tried to divide us since the dawn of time. You look on the news, they're race baiting, not just nowadays, but they've always done that. Since media was media, since the newspapers, since they were able to convince you of reality. They've tried to always put us against each other, divide and conquer. It's a strategy they've been using for a long time. But just in music, it was very evident that there was love songs, and it brought us together, and it brought a frequency. If you're hearing love song after love song all day at work, let's say you're a mechanic, you're hearing love songs all day, whatever you're doing, right? Like whatever job you have, you're 9 to 5, you're listening to music, it was essentially all love songs. Yeah, there was death metal and all these other types of things, right? But most likely, you were listening to love songs to some extent, right? And it brought a frequency to your day. It brought love into your mind, into your day. A good vibration. And it allowed you to, I mean, if you're hearing love songs all day, you're probably not out attacking your neighbor and creating chaos, right? You're aligning to the frequency. Nowadays, you turn on the music, it's the complete fucking opposite. It's the complete opposite. It's literally dark auras, dark frequency, it's dark vibration. And it's by design. Now, we all can argue back and forth about like Hollywood and entertainment and Disney and how they're taking love out of the equation, but it's blatantly obvious, right? You're looking at who is popular nowadays. It's always the face-tatted gay rapper. It's always, you know, you're hearing about the P. Diddy stuff. It's not really love songs. It's, and you see it in rap. You see it in all different types of genres of music nowadays. Even pop. When Taylor Swift comes out with an album, it's always generally against the man. It's always like, you started hearing this a lot more in the 90s. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is the kind of guy who can't get no love from me. It's always anti-love. And it's generally from the woman's side, but of course, like in rap, I want big booty bitches and spreading money and nice cars and things that don't actually matter in life. And it's spreading an image that's creating the opposite of love. Now, is there love songs nowadays? Sure. Am I saying that we need more love songs? Kind of. But it's affecting our vibration. And when you're hearing, whether it's gangster rap or death metal or whatever it might be, whatever your genre of music that you're listening to on a daily basis, it's affecting your vibration. And I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, when you're aligning to dark vibration, where it's about Baphomet and demons, you're not going to be centered. You're not going to have a firm foundation. See, if you become that in which you align to, if you're aligning to dark energy, that dark energy is going to vibrate in you. Same thing if you go out into public and then create that dark energy and then push it on people. We are not just creators of reality, we are tuned into a frequency. And that frequency is inside of us and manipulates that around us. You go to the bank, right? Or wherever. You can name any place. We'll just make the situation the bank. And you're hearing dark music all the time. It's just infiltrating you. Whether it doesn't matter what kind of music. But if you're filled with the darkness, that darkness, you're not going out into public and creating love. You're affecting the people at the bank. You're affecting the line. The second you see the line, you're like, damn, the fucking line. You're creating a frequency around you. Now the people on the line are like, damn, damn. Now everyone's damn, we're in a fucking line. When it could be, hey, how's it going? And then smile, right? And then how's that affecting everyone in the line at the bank? Just a smile creates a frequency. It's a positive frequency. It's of love. It's of unity. You see people all the time not smiling. Remember back in the day, we used to wave at our neighbor. You might not have. Maybe you're too young to have been in those days. But it didn't matter where you were. Even in the hood, I seen people fucking wave at each other, right? So we went from an era of love and frequency to darkness. There's no unity. It's all race baiting. And if you're aligned to dark music, the media is dividing you. There's left and right. There's politics. There's a million different things that are dividing us, right? Even things as simple as whether or not you should take a medical procedure is dividing us. So, as you saw during the, I don't even know what to call it, the pandemic, we'll just say, families are divided over this fucking thing. And then, on top of that, we're all in our fucking bubble. We're all on screens. And that's affecting the divide as well. We're not able to be together and to unify and to smile with each other. There's diseases in the world that's affecting our vibration. Of course, if you have the vibration of love, you're eating healthy, you're fortified physically, mentally, and spiritually, you're going to bring that positive vibration into the world that's going to affect everyone around you. And not only in your immediate environment, but it's affecting other people's your immediate environment, which is affecting their immediate environment, bringing it home to their family, their friends, their interactions on a daily basis. It's contagious. And I believe just like smiles are contagious, yawns are contagious, your frequency is contagious. If you're going to go home, yell at your wife's going to be in a bad mood, get that energy inside them, Now they're affecting it on the children, on their sister, their whoever, right? Negative energy is just as contagious as a yawn. You're probably going to yawn. It's a frequency. We're all operating on this frequency, and if you're putting positive vibes in you all day long, you're essentially fortified, and it's something good. And what the evils of the world decided to do was to affect that vibration. They see the vibration, that it's unity and happy and loving. Imagine going from a society that's all full of love, it's in their music, it's in their culture, and it's all across the world, to just a generation or two, now it's all dark. How did this happen? How did they mastermind this? Well, of course, they trickled down their power. They trickled down Hollywood in their movies. There's no love in movies anymore. It's all fucking bullshit. You see it in the music. It's affecting our vibration. When you go see movies, and nowadays especially, I mean, it's almost always been, but recently in the last 25 years, 30 years or so, it's really affecting our vibration. The movies, the TV, everything, right? More than it's ever done before. It's by design. Again, it's trickled down. It's through the corporate media. It's through Disney. It's through politics. It's through a million different avenues. And it's all trickled down. And if you just look at the word government, it essentially breaks down to controlling your mind. Govern, control, mental, government, your mind. It's designed to control your mind. Laws are written on a piece of paper, and that essentially is trickled down to your belief of what law is. What's written on a piece of paper, you just go out and do. That's mind control, witchcraft 101. That's a whole video in itself. But Disney went from love, right? Like you want Prince Charming, it essentially came from a place of love. Aladdin, you can go through all of them, right? Back in the past, it was essentially a place of love. Yes, it was morphed into something much more evil. You go to the Disney Channel now, just the Disney Channel, you see the kids running things. Of course, it's designed for children, so you want to be in the mindset of, okay, this is for children. They're very, very susceptible to their peers. They have children running the show, right? In terms of, they control their parents, they control their everything in the show, right? Like they're the masterminds, the creators. And they give other children who are watching this the power to be like, my family's stupid, they're not as smart as me. And you see this from The Simpsons, right? You see this from Family Guy. You see this from, you name the sitcom. All them fucking sitcoms have the drunk idiot dad, doesn't know anything. And, TV shows used to have integrity. Leave It to Beaver, etc., right? Where you had a good father raising a child. The child learns life experiences. And then they took that out of the equation. Now it's just fucking dark, right? Where kids are running the scene, parents are stupid, you shouldn't even believe or trust your parents. What's that doing on the psyche? What's that doing on your vibration of your child? The news, the media, they always want to tell you if you go outside, your child's going to be raped or murdered or whatever, right? This many murders happened in your city. This shooting just happened. There's a pedophile in your area. What's that doing to the psyche of a parent? Single moms are on the rise, as you already know. That's affecting your vibration. And when a child doesn't have a good role model, like a father figure, what they do is they end up going into a bad spiral. They're generally not as good in life. Generally, they don't have that positive vibration. They don't have knowledge and wisdom. that are bestowed upon them. They're just raised by a single mother. And that's another video for itself. I already talked about this topic 1,000 times. Why we need fathers. We need to bring back fathers into a relationship. And my message to women was essentially stop chasing college and money and bullshit. Chase a good man. That'll fix all your problems, make you a happier person, more fulfilled life. You're not fulfilled by working your 9 to 5, pay taxes and die, raise a single parent or child on your, being a single parent, raising children on your own. It's just not right. It's not good for your children. It's not good for your offspring. It's not good for your lineage. Now, I'm talking very fast because I'm trying to get through this. I don't have much data on my phone. I have about 10 minutes of data, maybe 10 minutes left on my phone, so I'm going to try to rush through this. Frequency and vibration is very important, and it's affecting you and everyone around you. I encourage you to try to bring positivity and happiness and joy into your life. Do it through the music. Do it through your interactions. Force a smile on your face because it does wonders. Just smiling creates endorphins. Those endorphins create chemicals that will not only enlighten your mood, but change your frequency. You are a creator. You create your reality. And you can change the frequency that you are living in. It might be very tough if you're bombarded with evil energy all day long. This dark, negative energy. When you're bombarded with that all day, it's very hard to just force a smile. So my encouragement is to change the environment. If your tomato is rotting, you don't just change the tomato. You know, you change the environment. There's to make a plant, like a tomato plant, grow and then create this big ass fruit. What you do is you make the environment suitable for that big ass fruit, for that positivity, for that good energy. You don't just put bad energy. You don't just fucking keep it rotting. You have to fix the environment. Same thing you do with your children. Same thing you do with yourself. You got to change the environment. If work is hostile, change that environment. If music is bombarding you and you think you're getting fucking positive vibes, really think about what you're ingesting, because that's what you're doing. You're digesting not just information but frequency, and that frequency flows through you, and it changes the way your mindset works. It changes your spiritual health. It changes your physical and mental health. It changes your health. So sound vibrations, how your mind interacts with the sound on top of everything else, right? So if you were to wake up your mornings in nature, you have coffee out on your stoop, you're in the woods, let's say, you're hearing the birds chirping, you're hearing the rustles of wind through the trees. That is good vibration that's aligning you to better things. It's a peaceful, healing frequency. But then you go out and then the megahertz change. You're hearing the cars and the beeping and traffic, and you're in a concrete jungle. And then you're not hearing the birds and the rustles of the trees. You're not hearing the beautiful sounds of a creek flowing. You're not hearing the beauty. What are you hearing? You're hearing vehicles. You're hearing people yelling at each other. You're in New York, let's say. And you're hearing the fucking bullshit. It's hustle and bustle. Everyone's mad at each other. I was just in Jamaica, Queens, 2 days ago. And navigating that fucking area was hell. The place I had to go to was... Okay, so there's essentially room for one side of traffic because essentially a truck shouldn't be on this road, but I had to go out on this road for the shipper. And I'm blocking traffic because these people wanted me to block traffic so they can load my trailer. So I'm blocking traffic in Jamaica, Queens, New York, and everyone has a problem. Everyone's beeping, everyone's yelling at me. I'm like, dude, he's loading my trailer. Don't you see this? We're doing something here. Find another road. I'm getting yelled at constantly. Everyone has a problem. Everyone's vibrations on the fucking fritz. It's not a happy, healthy way to live your life. You need to force that smile. You need to get out of that concrete jungle environment. You need to get out of the major city and actually experience happiness and freedom and room to grow. Right? So my encouragement is to change your environment. It's and to force that smile, force the positive environment, force the positive frequency, change the vibration, and then go and alter the people around you. Be the change that affects the world in a positive light. You can't just go through life selfishly, because that is an evil way to live your life. When you're selfish, you want to consume and take. I want you to be the light of the world. I want you to spread positivity and joy and freedom. Bring that to your neighbor. Bring that to the person next to you. Even if they don't deserve your happiness and your positivity. They're in a negative mood. Well, that affects them. Plant those seeds. And encourage them, not just your immediate neighbor, but everyone you interact with. The environment that you live in and go through on a daily basis, let alone every day. Wherever you are, I want you to bring the light. I want you to bring the happiness and joy that this world needs so desperately. People are running that hustle and bustle. They're not caring about their environment. They're just selfish. So they're consuming. They're selfish, they're consuming, they're taking the joy out of the world, and I don't blame them. Look, like George Carlin said, the average person's, just think about how dumb the average person is. Now, half of the world is dumber than that. I don't blame people, I blame the root cause, which is always going to be the negative vibration that's brought to you by the powers that be, the Disney corporations, the governments, banks that's making you run this hustle and bustle in this matrix. Again, I got to talk fast because, all right, I got 3 minutes left. I'm going to just say this. Change your vibration. Affect the world that you live in. It's going to affect your neighbors. They can change their environment. And then that's how we change the world. Positivity, it's going to spread like wildfire. Start bringing positive music into your environment. Stop listening to death metal and gangster rap and all these low vibration frequencies. Even that pop shit nowadays is very low vibration, very evil. Disney Corporation, I'd say get away from your screens, experience life, go out in the nature. There's a reason why we need a vacation every few months. It's because we need to get out of this environment. We need days off. We need to get out of the hustle and bustle and the screens and the fucking bullshit and constantly being in Wi-Fi. Get out in the nature. Just kind of find a good vibration and then hold on to that good vibration. Smile more. Smile in your interactions. Not just on your first date smile. I mean, always smile. When you're interacting with people, you're affecting them. Realize the power that you have is affecting them, and then they're creating a reality around them. I want you to be positive, listen to good music, become the light of the world. That's enough for this video. It's OPEX. Got plenty more content coming soon. I'm out. See you guys.